Hi everyone, it's Sue from Winters-Bellbrook Library. I'm here again with another Taste the World Spice Kit video. So this month I've decided to do falafel, and the key ingredient in that is cardamom. So I was today years old when I first tasted falafel. I went to our favorite restaurant up the road about a month ago and ordered it on a whim. And I loved every morsel of it. So I said, well, let me see what this is involved with. And so I decided to give it a go for myself. And then I decided, hey, I could do this for the Taste of the World Spice Kit. So today we are going to learn about cardamom, and there is the spice right there. I wanted to mention that this is different from cardamom pods. I'll be using this at some point for a wonderful Indian marsala, but no, not for the falafel. We're going to be using the ground spice for this one. And anyway, so if you've never had falafel, I hope you try it. I was surprised that it is so easy to make and so delicious. And so I hope you stretch outside your box and try something new. So let's get going. Your kit will include 1 cup of chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, which is the key ingredient in this recipe. You'll want to make sure to soak them overnight the night before you plan to use them. And what I did was I put them in a large bowl with 3 cups of water, and I just let it sit on my counter overnight. Gather the ingredients that you see here. Today we're using cilantro and parsley in our recipe. I've also included enough cardamom for you to make this recipe, and with a little bit extra if you'd like to try this recipe again. So make sure you measure as you do this. So just a quick word on the hot peppers. This is a jalapeno pepper. The recipe calls for some kind of hot pepper like a Anaheim pepper or a poblano or a jalapeno or grater. I just wanted to tell you that it's not necessary to put hot peppers in this particular recipe. The author of the recipe really just likes the hot peppers. I've had it both ways. I've had it with an Anaheim pepper and I've had it with a jalapeno. I don't particularly care for hot peppers, but the Anaheim pepper was not so bad. I'm also going to show you the Serrano scale of hotness in the peppers, and you can see the poblano or the Anaheim comes in around 1,000, where the jalapeno is 2.5 times. So if you like hot peppers, I would go with jalapeno or a grater, but if you don't care for hots, you could go a poblano, or you could just omit it altogether. So once the chickpeas have tripled in size, as you can see here, they're ready to use. You would just drain them and put them into your food processor with all the other ingredients, as you see here. I do not have a full-size food processor. I have a very small one. So this gadget here is a combination food processor blender, and that's okay. I put the chickpeas on top so that they're a little bit heavier than the herbs that are down below. And all you do is pulse this a few times and you'll see what it looks like on the other side. Here I transfer the mixture to a bowl, and I added 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour and a half a teaspoon of the baking soda. Now the recipe does call for chickpea flour, which I do not have on hand, but I did see that using all-purpose flour is okay for this recipe. If after mixing it and putting it in the fridge for 30 minutes to an hour, it's not quite sticking together, coming together, you can add a little bit of more flour to the mixture. So I'm going to mix this up and I'm going to put it in the fridge for an hour. All right, I'm getting hungry. So I took the mixture out of the fridge and I noticed as I was making these balls that it was a little bit too wet. That's okay. The recipe says that if that happens, you can add some more flour. And if it's too dry, you can add some lemon juice. I made 6 balls here with my cookie scoop and, just kind of took note if they were going to be too wet or too dry at that point. And now here's the best part about this recipe. It's only me and my husband, so I'm going to make 6 today. But I can put this mixture into the freezer and pull it out on another day and form it into balls and cook it later. So when my son comes home from college, I'll be able to cook some up for him. So I think that's great. So now I'm heating the oil up to 350 degrees, and you'll want to be careful that it is in that range. I just turned it on, so it's not quite ready. But that's our next step, is to fry the balls. So you really only have to fry this a minute or two on each side. You'll see here, just be careful as you turn them, and you'll see them starting to get golden brown there. That's what you're going for. All right, and that's all there is to it. I hope you enjoyed the falafel as much as I had. It was a revelation to me to try it for the first time. You could try it with the tahini sauce that I put in the recipe in that recipe kit, or you could try it with some tzatziki sauce or whatever you prefer. And that's really all there is to it. Next month, stay tuned, we're going to be going to Sweden. So I hope you come back and see us then. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.